Hey, everybody. I think so. We up? Everybody hear us? We okay? Everything running like it should? I hope so. Maybe. There's Josh, Geeky, Lauren, and Gordon. Gordon's waiting on us. And we have ice cream tonight.
Hey, everybody. I'm right here.
Josh's coming in 3 weeks to get 2 pigs.
I was coming in 3 weeks to get one pig because I saved me one pig.
Uh-oh. Well, we might have to run and find another one.
That might could be done. Well, I can't promise that.
All right. We got Kaleidoscope Junkie. Hey, Warren. And Country Homestead Preacher. He wanted 2.
You said one. I told you to call me.
See what you can do.
I already sold them, y'all. That is a waiting list. Give me a call, though. Just give me a call this weekend. I might got some. I might get you one tonight. Just call me, Josh. I'll save you one. Hey, Warren.
No, Warren.
Got Geek. Gordon was in here a while ago. Preacher. Did I leave anybody out? I didn't leave anybody out. These ain't as good as Red Rock and Family, really.
He looked good. Why does it look fuzzy this week? Does it look fuzzy to y'all?
Everything looks fuzzy to me. I broke my glasses.
You say play to Kaleidoscope Junkie Preacher?
I know Kaleidoscope was in here.
There's Stephanie Raphael.
Hey, Stephanie. She's been here before. Oh, I'm sorry. Sarama, I can't pronounce that. But hello, glad to have you. Did you say that?
F and G. We'll go with that. F and G.
No, Josh, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know what deal is with pigs. But we're gonna sell some pigs over. No, it's an ice cream sandwich. A kind of nasty ice cream sandwich, to be honest with you.
Hold it there on the back.
The ice cream's okay. That might be what we need to start doing on the lives. Is snack food reviews. These are the Klondike bar ice cream sandwiches. And the sandwich wafer is O Cotillo. O Cotillo. Did I do that right? Oh, I love ice cream, Warren. It's like kryptonite.
Try not to get too often.
Thank you for helping me out with that. I appreciate it. I really do.
That's the Tio. Okay.
But I've got some big news. Some really, really big news. You know about it. If y'all are ready. Oh, okay. Happy Flat's good people. Check my phone. I don't know. You try to call me something, preacher, didn't come on. If y'all refer back to the thumbnail for tonight's video, what you were looking at
He's smiling too.
was our new purebred, show quality Durock bowl.
Paper's not.
Oh, send me a pic that do no good, preacher.
Maybe it's me.
Oh, mine sent it, darling. Send me pictures don't do no good. They're about the size of a postage stamp.
Oh.
Oh.
It's up on the big screen.
Oh, yeah, that's how we do y'all too, preacher. We're watching you on the big TV.
Actually, we usually have you on like a tablet, the TV, and something else all at one time.
You know, get back to watch time a little bit.
Oops. That was-
But it's been a long time coming finding a good bloody bowl. And we even had people make comments on like my boar video that they were in another county over and they had a boar. And I burned a good tank of gas riding and looking at full blooded Durock boars that had Hampshire mamas and hey, yours is back. I just don't know. I don't get how people can just because a black sow has a red pig, it's a
come here.
Durock pig. I'll never figure that one out.
Sit. Sit down. Can't trust you around all over the place.
Well, Geeky, it was just blind luck. The pig came from Ohio. It was supposed to be a fair pig. It was supposed to be at a state fair, and then it canceled the fair because of the pandemic. He had to be liquidated, and I got him at an exceptional deal.
They canceled our state fair and county fair.
You know, Gordon, we had a good cool day here today. 32. 32 ain't cool. 32's hot. Right. We had a good cool day here. But I was glad to see that full blood video. You know, 32 somewhere around hot. Hot. Like 100 degrees hot.
It's 89.6 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, well, that'd be a cool day here. That's about what it was here today. 32. I thought 32 was hot. What's 100? I thought 32 was 100. I've had that wrong for years. The metric system just don't sink in around here, Gordon.
37.778.
Oh, there's Happy Quack.
Yay, Happy Quack. Happy Quack got new ducks.
Happy Quack get new ducks.
Yeah, little black ducks. I'm psychic.
Preacher wants to know how school.
It's getting complicated.
Oh,
We got a lot more how-tos. It'll smooth out. It's gonna have to. His duck. He's got his duck. Leave him alone. Hey, Big Bird, how you doing?
that is duck. That's not his duck.
Ha!
Duck I got you.
Well, it's his since he ripped the arm off of it, or the wing.
I got you just about, Andre. That dog was playing with it. That's not right.
We got it for Easter. We got it for Easter, but yeah, the dog stole it.
Nothing safe. Ever. What I miss? You just better read the comments after you understand. Well, that's what you've been doing.
Cotio text Happy Quack told me that we were on so that they wouldn't.
Oh, okay. Well, Happy Quack spelled no word on. Okay. Well, we got some people in here on top of y'all guys. The first thing is that we ain't had time to do the videos. Between the fact that every day like clockwork at 3:30 it starts raining and it rains till dark. I don't know how that's happening. But it's been a pretty common thing. And my work schedule, we haven't had time to do a single solitary video. Now, I have some emails requesting videos. You know, mainly pig stuff. But I want to ask your opinion on what we should try to do some videos on. What does everybody need to know? I guess that'd be the question. And you know, pig stuff's always a hot topic. Well, people always watch this for pig stuff. So we're a one-trick pony. I'll just stick with it, you know. That's probably gonna be one of that new pig one. I knew about gave out cigars when we got that pig. I mean, I was pretty extremely happy. What? Oh yeah, she paid on Facebook. What was going to say, Bailey? Hey, thunderstorms. Yeah, we're having thunderstorms every day. But there's some things I've thought about, you know. Pasture pigs aren't really happy. What was the question, Happy Black?
Hey,
about
Beaver Creek.
I see what you're saying. Happy Black, I got you. I was a little slow there. You know, preacher, we do need to do that. We do need to do that. About using implements behind the tractor. The only reason we haven't done that, hey Travis, how you doing? Yeah, the life cycle parasites in any livestock is something needs covering. Genetics need covering. We need to talk about genetics. Hey, here's Keto. Oh, Kelch, I'm sorry. Kelch, you made some comments on some videos that didn't pop up. Hey, there's Johnny. Johnny, my favorite breed is Big Rock, but that's like what kind of ice cream you like. Don't go by what I like. You know, I drive 4 trucks. I got Big Rock hogs. You know, you can drive a Dodge and have Yorkshires. That's okay. Just you don't have to do exactly like I do. Where did that go? He's over here chewing on it. But okay. Kelch. I'm sorry, Kelch. You got a name which is just like another channel we watch. And well, that's right, Kelch. I've learned a lot of stuff. I've learned a lot. I've had to learn a lot of stuff the hard way. There's no need for everybody else to. If I can put up a little bitty video. Well, what?
I said, I ain't the name.
Well, if I put up a little video and tell you, look, I've already done this and it didn't work, save you time. If it'll help somebody, and that's why we do this stuff. We don't do try to make no money or nothing. We just don't. I don't want you to have to go find out. That's right, Happy Quack. No such thing as a miracle. I know I asked what topics. You just do. I'm slow sometimes. But we could, you know, that's why I'll say this in the video about pigs. We could do a video on pigs every day for 2 years and never cover everything. All this pig stuff we put up, all this cow stuff, all this garden stuff, we ain't covered common everyday problems yet, much less weird stuff that don't hardly ever happen.
What did you say the other topic was?
Well, Lauren liked tips and tricks for working on broken equipment. And George only had 4 dry days and 8 weeks. Johnny, around here we say if it ain't red, it ain't right. Now we do have a little bit of trouble selling white pigs. The only way I can move those white pigs I got is somebody will say, I don't care, just pick me out a good pig, it's a meat pig. In fact, Josh is getting a white pig.
Did he say I don't care?
Nah, I'm messing with him. He can get whichever one of them wants. You know, like Happy Quack said, the miracle pigs that don't get worms. I mean, there is such a thing as some people just ain't never had that problem. They just.
She said somebody told her that their pigs are magical.
Yeah, well, they just. There ain't no telling on that one. I hate to even venture to guess. But there is people that have just been that lucky that have just never had a tomato worm on their tomatoes, or never had cabbage worms in their collards, or never.
First time we've got them this year. But
Yeah, we had tomato worms for the first time in 10 years, but I knew what they were. I didn't go, what in the world? I ate the tomatoes off even with the ground in 2 days. I knew it was tomato worms that got in them, but I don't spray them. So we picked them off.
Steps on.
Well, I hate the sprays with tomato worms. They're pretty easy to get rid of by hand. Chicken won't.
Figure around your fingertips.
They just ain't. That's right. Well, let me tell you something else. I got to do an update video on this. We showed the hog wire fence. Asked people they think it was a mistake. 6 gallons of grape jelly. Well, they made some blueberry jelly the other day. Was right there. It wasn't good as last year's.
6 gallons. That's a whole lot more than I made.
We got one grape off our grapevine today.
You got a grape. 7 years. I haven't got a grape off of it yet.
There's a bunch of them in the woods. We got a bunch of wild grapevines where we trimmed the grapevine we have, and my mom and daddy trimmed back through it.
Hey, Dave Beard.
Hey, Dave. But the hog wire fence. We put up the hog wire fence. 6 gallons of grapes. We knew well, we told you that's what it was. Jordan, the muffler was stopped up. We run that strong. That's an everyday thing here. This old sorry gas we got. Or people put too much, mixing the 2-stroke gas too strong with it too. You remember I told you I just won't satisfy with that hog wire fence. We done put up another one just like it for another big hog. Yeah, muscadines, preacher. We got scuppernongs and muscadines, to be honest with you. But
we got bird bait.
If my grandmama had planted that grapevine, they want the family heirloom grapevine they brought with them when they come here. I'd hook a tractor to it, snatch it out of the ground. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm not kidding.
It ain't up something worry me today. I've got to keep it trimmed back, watch the squirrels took the grapes out.
Been trying to get off that grapevine forever.
But if you trim it back, fertilize it, it'll make grapes.
It makes plenty of grapes.
But you'll have some fat squirrels and some fat crows.
You don't ever get one. You'll go out there and say, they'll be ripe in about a week. About a week, there's nothing left.
What you don't realize is old fat gray squirrel over there going on. Hey, Toad. Muscadine wine. It's been a long time since I had any muscadine wine, Dave.
Muscadine wine.
That's right, Happy Quack. I do need to do that. That's a good point about giving pigs toys. If you give a pig a toy, or a tire tied to a post or something in the middle of the pen where they got something to play with, a lot of times pigs just throw stuff out of boredom, especially like a old board. If something moves, like he puts it on the side of the shelter and it moves just a bit, he's gonna tear it up then. Or the feed trough, they like slamming the feed trough. It's just that they're just boredom, is what it is. And it's usually young pigs that do it. By the time they get grown, they're so lazy they are. Okay. That's right, Toad. Old tire chained to a post to do wonders. But if you don't chain it to a post, I'll throw it through the fence.
Oh yeah, they throw a lot of things around.
Just wait till you put a concrete slab in a hog pen weighs more than 5 of you. And it takes the tractor and 3 grown men to put it in place, and the pig walks over to it. You just got it in there, got the feed trough on you, so proud of yourself. And that husband pick it up, chunk it over the fence, and tear the fence down with it.
The board digs it up and we stand it like this.
Yeah, 500-pound concrete slab.
She slams it around like it ain't nothing. All right. I bet sugar content's high on those fruits. Chris just told us about tires today. Told you, I can't wait to throw some in. Preacher said, is there a certain kind of muscadine being told you have to have a male and a female?
Oh.
Hey, Thrifty BG, we haven't seen you in a while. Dave said he's a little pop to it. Has a little pop to it.
Preacher, I'll be honest with you about something. I'm not sure about that. I've heard the same thing. But we have so many wild grapevines here that you don't ever have to plant for one. Because I've asked people point blank and said, well, we ain't got the one. It's always made grapes. They say, oh, you got a wild one close by. But there's a wild scuppernong or muscadine
Well, once it's
grapevine there.
making grapes, though, you've got what you need, isn't it? I mean,
Well, there's a wild one every 30 foot.
yeah. Warren, he said he's got to look it up because he don't think he's ever had one muscadine. But muscadine's it really, I don't know if it's eastern USA or is it? It's really.
Well, I don't remember which one. One of them's wild, one of them's cultivated.
Well, we have them a lot here. It's pretty popular here.
And you can't keep track of here. People either yellow grapes or black grapes. You know.
The yellow grapes are actually the white kind, but they have a hard, husky
Both of them do.
skin. They're not like the ones you get at the grocery store.
Big seeds.
Big
Right,
seeds. But I always prefer the white, and they're so good.
Well, we got both. We got white and black.
Gordon said I changed the plug, filter in a tank, done all sorts of simple fix after fix 4 for me neighbors. They're going to scrap them, save them $400 for replacement. They're happy about it.
Oh, good deal.
B-Bird said, hey Chris, is it really recommended to cut your pig's teeth?
Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna tell you, Big Bird, some side, there's 2 reasons you do it. There's 2 reasons you clip teeth. The first one is that they'll bite the mama's teeth and bite her udders, and she won't let them nurse. We had a sow. That sow that we did a live on, she got so ill, upset because we were right there doing that live. I think I reckon that's what she did. But she wouldn't let me get in the pen with them. She wouldn't let me in the door. Normally you can feed her and distract her and get in the pen and get the pigs out. So you couldn't do it. She won't have none of it. So I didn't cut the teeth on them pigs. They're about 4 days old. And she stopped letting them nurse. She started laying on her stomach.
Yeah.
And we had to get in there and get it done one day. Had to get the whole crowd out here and kind of knock her out of the way and get them. And the other thing is piglets fight bad. And I don't know if I can show you, but one of them bit me. Just tell you how bad them teeth really are. One of them bit me, and I was bit now. I mean, you would think a little pig could have cut you, but they'll cut you like a razor blade. They're just as sharp as your grown boy.
Last step says Icelands in Georgia sells new varieties. Dave Beard said he didn't know that male and female plants because he's planted 4 plants. One each post on 12 by 12 arbor, and they're great.
Which one?
Yeah.
Cutting teeth is necessary.
Mhm.
That's awesome. That's how it works. You might get away with it your whole life, and then have 5 litters die. You know, it's shut down. Preacher, they over with. It's gonna be bad. There's a bunch of contract growers depend on them. Finance with the agri credit. You're gonna lose everything they got. They don't get another contract. Now, it's possible another company might step in and see you need a few. I guess you're talking about the grapevines needing mail. I think that's
But it's
probably
in
true.
hospital video.
Hoss Tools, probably. Is that it? Hoss Tool House or something? I know who they're talking about. Well, you know, preacher, the truth is they put us small guys out of business. There's a lot of little guys like my granddad about lost everything. They, you know, my granddad like went bankrupt on account of them flooding the market and cutting the price. And, you know, It's just all business. But some are sell fertile, some need cross pollination. Well, I can see a cottage country. We've always just had the one, and then we got a bunch of wild ones. And the only bad thing about the wild ones is they run up oak trees. And grapes will be, you know the old story about the fox and the grapes. Grapes will be so far up you can't get them, even on a extent of that.
Everybody said that she had some to take 2 months out of that.
Preacher, they've been gassing and burying them. Gassed them and incinerated them. They've been destroyed. And yes, there is a lumber shortage. We were somewhere talking about a lumber shortage the other day. Yes, there is a lumber shortage. You go to the lumber yard and there ain't nothing to buy. But I was gonna show y'all something. And I don't know why I use it. Because it's got really, I know why I use it. It's got really good information in it. This right here is a 1966 college agriculture livestock and poultry production textbook. Now you got to take some of it with a grain of salt because I got an older one from the 50s. It's the same information. 66, I think. And this right here promotes feeding low dose antibiotics and some other things. It's got the same information in it that the older book had in it. 68, I thought 66. But it does.
Textbook too.
It's a textbook, is what it is.
Oh, there's cutting teeth.
Yeah, there's cutting teeth right there. I don't know if you can see it. And the ear notching. We all know I love ear notching. But
It says you have
nobody knows what ear notches mean. But if you look right here, it'll tell you what each notch is supposed to mean. Everybody nowadays just takes the notches and notches. And that's a good question, Richard. That's a question we ask a whole lot. People say everybody's buying a book. We always want to know who wrote the book.
saying that.
Clarence E. Bundy and Ronald V. Diggins, vocational agriculture instructor in Eagle Grove, Iowa, and professor of agriculture education at Iowa State University. That's it. Yeah, we thought about Patreon. Somebody else suggested that too, B. Bird. I think it might be a good idea if I can get it down where you didn't have to pay like a penny or something, to be on it. I don't want nobody to spend no money to watch the video.
How much does it cost for the people to do Facebook?
Oh, hey, Colin. You've been doing all right. I watched one of your videos the other day, but I ain't had time to get on the vibes. A professor of
Agriculture.
Yeah, professor of agriculture. This is old school stuff here. So the only thing in here that I don't like
These are professional.
is it's just livestock production. This ain't but they're promoting. This is when antibiotics in the feed first came out. And it covers a lot of stuff. It's got the old how you did things before they had the modern chemicals and stuff, and the way you did it after. And it tells you exactly how to run pigs on pasture in here. And the very first thing in the line is how many hog rings to put in them. Before pigs can be on pasture, their nose must be run.
It talks about food conversion.
Yeah, feed conversion.
Farrowing houses.
Well, it shows the old style farrowing houses and the new modern,
Modern for them.
Yeah, modern for them. And I don't know, it's just fascinating reading. just to see what's different from then and now, and then some of the other stuff. You know. Yes, they do have to quack, but I'm gonna tell you, that like us not doing it, there's a reason we don't do it. I mean, you need to know how to do it, and I know how to do it, so I don't worry about it so much. Push come to shove, I can do it. I can do the whole thing. But you know, the truth is, it's more economical for us to have it done. You know, and until they can't take them, you know. $5 a month. I wonder if we can mail the folks the money back. I bet YouTube gets $4 back. What you think?
Probably.
Hey, there's Wayne at Flowers Colleen.
Hey, how are you doing, Colleen? Well, let's work and have some. Let's work.
You might can order one online, preacher.
I don't know. It's
I mean,
maybe out of production.
well, my brother was hacked into the reason. Yeah. But just disregard the stuff in there about feeding antibiotics. Huh. Okay. Well, I wouldn't mind people paying $1. You know, we ain't no money racket. I hate money rackets. I just hate money rackets. I just don't like people. Good night, Carlton. But
Have a good weekend, Carlton.
what are you doing? He's being a good old mangy, destructive nuisance. That's what he's doing.
Destructive, but not me.
He's definitely destructive. And a class of useless.
Let something
Too bad
make
he
a
ain't.
noise in the middle of the night. He's gonna wake up the whole neighborhood.
And then the real dog is sitting there.
Look at him.
Okay, that's what I want to hear. It says up to the content creator. How much you charge on Patreon. Okay. But
He can do that. He knows.
yeah, you know. I think knowledge should be free. I'm a firm believer that knowledge should be free. Clarence E. Bundy and Ronald B. Diggins. And I don't think that any like this is the third edition of Livestock and Poultry Production by Bundy and Diggins with a D. But the first edition of this has the really old stuff in it. Y'all hang on a minute. I might be having one.
No.
I might have one better, though. It's not more big.
Here you go. Bundy and Deaton. It's Clarence Bundy and Ronald B. Diggins. Clarence B. Bundy. And Ronald B. Bieber said that he would happily pay $5 a month membership for how-to videos on like butchering, cutting boards, teeth, and everything.
We'll see about doing that.
What do you do? Well, we were talking about earlier making a cutting board though.
Yeah, we got to make some cutting boards.
Definitely.
That's right. That's right. But look now, remember what I said. This is the 3rd edition. It's getting up into kind of modern times, and it talks about using low dose antibiotics in the feed. That was a big thing at that time. It was a new big thing. Just disregard that stuff. If you find a 1st edition, it won't have it in it. It'll be back in the 50s. But this book, I know, I've read both of them. It's got all that old information in it, and you disregard the feed recipe. You use the feed recipe, just don't put antibiotics in it. You know, a lot of our feed recipes come from these books, and it'll tell you about doing it the old way, where you got the supplement one feeder in the shell the other. I mean it covers a lot of the old ways of doing things that you have to go back to doing it that way. Times got different. Well, you know, Stephanie, records ain't our strong.
What?
Records are not our strong point. We have
Amazon is our records. We go
well,
back to, I mean, I'm looking at Amazon. YouTube is our records.
it does help. It helps me remember what sows are bred. You know, the truth about it is that I can't keep a solid red crossbred sow because she's solid red and looks like a deer-rock. And, you know, high percentage one can look just like a full wood. I'll forget which sow was which, and I despise notching your ears. You notch your ears to something. But, so I won't, if I have a crossbred sow, she can't be solid red. She got to have white feet. And expensive.
Here's a $9.99 livestock poultry production principles and practice. For $3.99 shipping. It doesn't say what year.
Well, they're worth having if you get one for $10, $13. It's worth having it just for feed us. It's worth having it just for the.
They've got, this is Amazon, y'all. They've got beef production, dairy production. These are separate books. Swine production. Each one's an individual book. Here's another one. Livestock and poultry production principles and procedures.
That ain't what it is. I'll find that old book one of these days. It's here somewhere. And I don't know why I like this one better, but I ain't really got a reason for it.
This one is from 1954. It's probably the first edition. They don't have any color on the cover.
Rachel just ordered it. You get one of them old books from back in the 50s, and it'll tell you how to do things. You know, we've been talking about pasture pigs. Hey, they're Simply Southern.
Hey, Simply Southern.
I went back and looked at what this said about pasture pigs. And the truth is, pigs can't eat grass. Pigs can't live off grass. Grass-fed pork is a myth. It's just something somebody made up. Pigs can't live off grass. They have to have a legume crop. Now, I know from experience, my daddy always planted vegetables and all these legume crops to graze pigs on. He had rain or nose. Well, he also planted field pigs. We're doing good, Simply Southern. Just busy. Well, you got to rain their nose and put them on something like field pigs. And then if they still going to eat, you got to rotate them a lot. And it does save some on the feed, but what it does is it makes you take so much room to raise a pig. it makes you take just acres and acres and acres to raise pigs. And it will get the feed cost down. But like us, we ain't got enough room. No, we don't, Weaver. No, we don't. I don't have a scale right now. There's that tape thing. I think Thomas Smith did a video on the tape. He said, I got an ace in the hole. I got an old hog farm. He could have a booth at the fair, yes, and weights on pigs. I mean, he's just phenomenal. He walked up to my guild today and asked her, I said, there's JP. I said, what's she weigh? And he looked there and he said, well, I believe she's 178.5 pounds. And if we carried her somewhere and weighed her, he won't be 5 pounds off either way. You know, I mean, you just.
Hey, Thomas, you just mentioned him and then you.
Yeah. Thomas has got a video on using the tape. And I think, best understood, it seemed to work. But something I will tell you, and you don't think this is a lie, but it's the truth. Red pigs are heavier than any other color pig. Duroc pigs, anyway. They're more solid or something. You take the same size Duroc, the same size Chester White, and the Duroc's going to weigh between them. And that's a scientific fact. I don't know how. I know it's true. Every time.
Muscle weighs more than that.
Yeah, they're thicker, more solid, more muscular. That's probably what it is. You know, when the Chester White's got that much back fat, the Duroc same size has got that much, and the muscle weighs more than that.
It's on the steak version, I think.
Well, I think he said he had pretty good luck with it. He's got a tape and I got a JP. Well, that's right. Google and YouTube ain't always going to be here.
You can always take and weigh your trailer or whatever you put them in.
Hey, Joey. Well, that's what we do when we sell them, Simply Southern, is we'll take the trailer and I'll go weigh the truck in the trailer. Then we'll come back and load it. So we got a scale on either side of it, it's 2 or 3 miles away. And I'll come weigh the truck in the trailer. And then I'll go load the pigs up there and back weigh them, and you'll be within whatever gas you burn.
Hey, Joy, how you doing?
There ain't no pig supposed to be making on grass. Pigs aren't grazers. That was something we just started a video on. Pigs are foragers. They're not grazers.
They'd rather have roots than grass.
They can eat some broadleaf weeds and get something out of it, some legumes. They'll eat grass, but they don't really get anything out of it other than just
a variety.
Now, grass roots, the roots off of grass, the roots off of some things, they get something out of it. But there's no, pigs aren't grazers, they're foragers. Well, that's kind of what forager means, Stephanie. They're omnivores, they're opportunistic feeders, they're forager. I mean, if you look it up, they're a forager. Like a goat's a browser, a sheep's a grazer. You know, sheep and cows eat grass off the ground, and horses. Goats eat a little bit of grass and twigs, leaves, broadleaf stuff. Pigs eat whatever they can get. So they're going to eat some grass roots, some earthworms, some pig weeds. They're going to roots and tubers is the main thing.
Hey, Mason, how you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Our biggest, youngest fan.
That's where a lot of people kind of get mixed up. They don't, the whole pasture, grass-fed pasture pork is not, you know, pigs don't even really like pasture. When people think pasture, they think like cow pasture. What's planted on a pig pasture and planted on a cow pasture, two totally different things. You know, pigs have got to be on like a field full of cow peas, or a field full of Espadilles, or a field full of grains on them. You can hog down cornfields, you can do stuff like that. But as far as putting them on like a coastal Bermuda pasture, they're going to graze like a cow. That ain't how that works. And some of it may be misunderstanding terminology to the point that people attempt it and they can't figure out why it don't work. But a pig don't have enough stomach to digest grass. I talked to them about that. They just don't have enough stomach. I know a horse has got a single stomach, but it's different. It's got different stuff in it. You know, this evolution is designed to do it with not pigs. Because a wild pig, you know, what happens to a wild pig, the reason they're stunted in a quarter size is they're going around eating birds' eggs and lizards and earthworms, and worms, grass roots, any broadleaf weed and grapes, acorns, or whatever they find, was kind of sort of giving them some kind of semblance of balanced nutrition eating like that. That's the way it's designed to do. But they don't get enough of it, don't get enough calories to really flourish. That's why when you turn tame pigs loose in 2 litters, they're back a quarter size, got a nose this long, and no hands. I mean, they de-evolve so fast to be able to cope with not having proper nutrition. That's the best way to put it.
There's a video on the wall behind. Okay. I don't know if all the comments just stopped or we stopped getting them.
What's the recall on the charcoal?
I was scared to look. Bring that with you.
Can't be for the motorboat, that's done that.
Go up twice, do everything going. This is like the 20th recall on my car. Good night, Thrifty VG. Take care. There's no telling what's wrong with this.
Morning.
Oh, Thrifty VG went to bed and basically they're not running. So
That's right, they're not ruminants. That's a good way to
well,
put
I
it.
just said you can tell what a creature's supposed to eat by their teeth. Carnivores have sharp teeth for tearing meat. Herbivores have flat feet for crushing grains. Pigs have sharp and flat.
That's right. You know, a good way to put it is a balanced diet for a pig and a balanced diet for a human are real simple.
Well, also pigs and humans have very close organs.
Well, the diet for a pig and the diet for a human, nutrition wise, is very similar, except pigs need more ice than we do.
Preacher, it's a 2014 Ford Escape. And
Piece of junk. The last time we worked on it, we didn't do it right?
Yep. It says that your vehicle was previously repaired under the safety recall, blah, blah, blah. During that repair, your vehicle's door latches were supposed to be replaced to help reduce the doors of not closing or doors opening while driving. It is possible that one or more of the door latches was not replaced or may not have been replaced correctly. In other words, the replacement parts are crap too. And they're blaming it on not being replaced.
Made in China.
Okay, so if I'm riding down the road and my door flies open and I fall out of the car, it's their fault.
Not enough
Not enough to make a difference.
Simple Southern, good night.
Good night, Simply Southern. Sorry about that. Have a good night. What year, preacher? Because 2014 does not seem to be their best one.
Well, it's just, I don't know, that one's just not done good. You know, they had it so bad last time to go up. I'm a diehard Ford man. I made it mine, we won't never have another. Not to cost any money.
Hot price. Hot price. Yes, I did buy the snacks this week. I was in the mood. I've been trying to get away from snacking, but tonight, hot fries.
Don't we do one? I mean,
Yep.
but you know, I'm not sure that Escape wasn't made at the Mazda. I think it's the Mazda with Ford wrote on it. Yeah, well, Ford and Mazda are tied in together somehow. And I tell you what makes me think that. Most Japanese cars, the gas flap is on the passenger side. Most
They're
American
definitely
cars,
hot.
gas flap's on the driver's side.
Beaver has a question. God, they're hot. They're
Go ahead, Beaver. I'm standing right here reading it on the tablet.
I get more drink. Good God, that's the hottest hot fry I've ever had in my life. Wow.
I'll tell you, when we weigh in ours, I weigh in ours anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks, depending on the mama. The mama will let you know she's tired of it. If they're pulling her down too much and they're eating good, kind of a joke. This ain't really how we do it. Hey, there's Patchy Evan. But I kind of say there's a little bit of truth to it. We kind of say it as a joke. Whenever I dump the feed in mama's pan and the pigs run her out of it, they just all pile in the pan and she's got to quit eating and go eat out in another pan. That's about time to leave. You know, I ran them about 6 weeks, beavers. If they're eating good. You get 25 to 7 or 8 months. 250. They ought to hit that faster than that haven't quite. We're fixing to put our pigs in the chopping pen or that litter that Josh is gonna get. And we're fully expecting them to be 250 by the end of November. Trying to go see she weaned her youngest and started her pulling her blouse off at the grocery store.
risky. That's real risky.
But the best way to answer that is when the piglets are eating really good. They're eating really good, about 6 weeks, when they weigh about 35 pounds and they're just eating. When they start going to the feed trough instead of trying to nurse mama while she's eating, that's a good indication. She's usually pretty tired of them by about 6, 7 weeks. And
Let's see if I can find one without some hot powder stuff.
Preacher, we pay them folks at Flyer Slaughterhouse to do it. Yeah, alfalfa. Alfalfa is one of the crops you can graze pigs on. That's exactly right. You can graze them on alfalfa. But Bermuda don't do them any good. In fact, they won't hardly eat it. They'll eat roots off of it.
When it says flaming hot, they need it.
But now, see, we use Bermuda hay here. Happy Quack and the old big sows eat. They don't really eat it. It's like they chew it up and spit it out. But they'll sit there and chew it up. And I think it may be a boring thing, but they sit there and do it. Well, that's why I was telling you, we use whatever they use at Flyer Slaughterhouse.
One of those, but he ended up having pie almost. What kind of pie? I like pie.
It's usually apple.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, you always think about apple pie ice cream.
Try one. Oh,
Yeah, I had to quack. I hear mess like that all the time. All the time. And it's usually as I'm cutting open a dead pig to show them how bad the worms are on it. We've never wormed them. We've never had to. All they eat is acorns. We don't ever feed them. But there is such a thing as just being lucky. I mean,
I'm going to making my ears hurt. It's so hot.
that's right. They root for the bugs and worms and lizards and stuff. And what a Walmart 50-cent blueberry. The Walmart blueberry 50-cent pies ain't that bad. I ain't never had one that was in date. But I understand that. When you didn't have to fight the homeless people for, they're all right.
I tend to buy all berries, right? I'm burning up. Wow, they're gonna
Duck
fire.
fat fries are the best.
My
What are duck fat fries?
fried. You know, French fries and that fat.
Duck crackles. I've heard of duck crackles. We got one duck. I don't know why we got a duck. We just got the one.
We got a sweet duck.
We had a duck we had to rescue. If that had been Happy Quack, the duck would have been dead. B-Bird either make my feed or buy 50-pound bags. I would be a whole lot better off financially to
More
buy
ice
it in
cream?
bulk, to buy it in a truck. When you brought out about 3 tons at a time, would be the most economic. That would actually, I think, be cheaper than making it. But you have to have a feed bin to put it in. And we don't really have anywhere to put it. This truck accessible. That's kind of, we're kind of getting a little bit full. And why are you doing so hot?
They are not. When they say flaming hot, they are hot.
Why would you buy anything flaming hot? Knowing good and well you don't like hot.
I didn't realize it was flaming hot. I just saw hot fries and didn't see the flaming hot part until I bit into it. Yeah, I don't like hot fries. I like hot fries, regular hot fries.
That sure says
Flaming
flaming hot.
I get
Even the bag has got the flames on it.
I'm paying for it.
Y'all too. Anybody else?
Are you
Mine,
paying
by the-
attention to the
I'm reading. They're talking about frying eggs and duck fat, frying chicken and duck fat.
Even my ears are hurting.
She don't like hot, bro. Can't stand hot. We can't have nothing fit to eat around here because she can't stand hot. You can't put no pepper in nothing. You can't put no red pepper in nothing. You can't put no Tony sachets in nothing. But she don't like hot. And she bought flaming hot.
I make potato chips, but not with that fat. I just make really. I make good potato chips. I like potato chips. They're
Yeah,
all laughing at me. They all-
no, I am too.
This is his laugh.
Well, I'm one of the most sympathetic people in the world still.
Uh-huh.
You know, Eric Hale made some hot salsa today. I'd be scared to try. Y'all seen that? Where he made that off?
Oh God, Carolina Reaper. I don't even want to touch it.
I don't know what we got hold of one time. Somebody had some insanity sauce or something. We were cooking a fish, frying fish or something. and you stick a toothpick down in it. Just stick a toothpick down in it, dry it. No, this was years ago. And the fella I used to work with, he was gonna be bad, you know, and he stuck his finger in there, raked the finger full. I don't know, it took us about 45 minutes to finally understand he really did need to go to the mercer. He was going in the shop. He wasn't just putting on. He was a bad one.
How do they eat those? What's the chips that the kids like so much? Taquitos?
There's Sedona Van's got the same recall. You need some milk.
It's getting better. It was rough there for a minute.
You know, preacher, I'll be honest with you. I had 2 Kia cars. Dickie said he's got some Reaper seeds. I went about halfway mine trying that sauce out of it, mate. But I'm scared of it. Well, you know, Kia kind of come a long way, preacher. They were straight up to it when they first started making. But let's don't get on that subject yet. Did you get your eyes, baby? Bullshit. How much money y'all sending you guys? I just did graduate to 6th grade and get back. Flaming hot flavor. It's right on the front of the bag. The flames, little feather. If you got a little cartoon character with his head on fire,
You complain about not having enough hot stuff. There you go.
the scale for hot peppers, I know that.
You can put it in.
Yodel, that's right. Go to your happy place, happy quack. Don't think about the blowed up motor.
You would.
Oh, I never forget it. But she's probably better than
She also loves Fair Expedition and her Tahoe
I
and her
know.
Geo. They're waiting to be fixed. Ooh, let me fix that. Maybe it'll.
Everybody
My
is
mouth.
forgiving and understanding design.
Let me fix it.
I'm a very forgiving and understanding person. No, oh, really?
Mm. This goes well.
I'm a forgive and forget kind of guy.
No joke.
What?
These got habanero with no heat. Jabalina?
Jalapeno?
No. It's habanero. With
You
no
know, you
heat.
say the J like an H, right?
Ew. They did a spruce pepper eating video a couple months ago.
Really?
Kiki.
Well, I missed
I
that.
don't do blue cheese, I do ranch. We got a girl at work that loves blue cheese.
Oh, cherry. Stephanie said she ate an Indian dish that was so hot she wouldn't shot. Big Bird, I got 2002 F350, never had a battery. That's true.
Well, Warren said he's got a 2004 Acura.
But he did have to put a transmission in under warranty.
Still
That's
runs
all.
good.
And a 90 model Ford and an 87 model Chevrolet. He'd have had a lot of stuff.
That's good.
Before he's 5 months old total, you know, from the day he was born, he ought to hit it before he's 5 months old if you got him on freedom.
He likes his 98 at school.
You know, I used to have a 2000s Ford. It's probably the toughest vehicle ever made. I've had some really, really good Fords, and we've had some really, really sorry.
He pulls this with you.
Thank you.
Well, he needs a bath. Look at it.
Stevie said it was so painful. Hey, get her done, Granny. Incredible flavor. I don't like the idea of so hot. It's incredibly painful.
Yeah, I don't think it.
Yeah, Johnny, I think that was Dave's and Sandy's sauce that we had that night. It was dipped in a toothpick.
No, I don't.
What else was that?
You're scratching his spot. It's cold.
What the first thing get to do? We didn't take off anything? Or everything?
You might scratch your hand.
You know, I don't know if I've ever eaten Indian food. Honestly, a curry every once in a while, something like that. Not any real, you know.
I've never had any real hot Indian food.
Yeah, and Warren, that's another thing too. I don't like hot just for the sake of hot. I like hot and flavorful, not just stupid hot. You know, stupid hot don't do it for me. Miracle hits when they just laugh out loud. Yeah, I get it. I understand. There's a lot of people have it quiet. It's just a miracle they're still here. For various reasons. It ain't just big. These people been checking these people been checking gas tanks for matches for 30 years. Ain't blow yourself up. That's not answer.
Not quite enough. Warren said I agree. With what? I don't know.
Being hot just for the sake of hot. Food should be savory, flavorful, delicious, not just give me some meal quick for that.
Right?
The days of eating habanero peppers, we should have had to how tough you are. Should have went out and turned it 22.
Should have.
Should have.
What do you think?
For me,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He won't do it now for a bit, but I'm just saying. Stephanie said, absolutely not. I've never experienced it again. Going back to the same dish, but I was in pain, and then the pain lifted and just tasted good. Well, apparently it was the chef, whatever chef he had there.
what was the dish? I know you'll know.
Joy said, stupid hot makes no sense. Stephanie, what was the dish? Because I don't know.
Well, we might one day get to try some Indian cuisine. It's possible. Some Indian folks might have to restaurant up on the thing. Look at that.
Don't expect it, but it could happen. She says she has to be careful about the spice now, love the flavor, but then out.
Well, that's why I like Tony sachets like Cajun cinnamon. It ain't stupid hot. It's got some good flavor to it. And I believe you probably put too much of it, make it hot, right? Stupid hot. But
Get her done. Granny said that she can't even eat a hot banana pepper. It kills you.
well, I got jalapenos and I got Texas Pete.
I love banana peppers on my sandwiches, but now I've got where I get heartburn lately. I don't know if it's
We
the
had a,
whole
we had a,
sandwich or the banana pepper.
we had a little farming faux pas with banana peppers one time.
Man, too close to the,
Yep, and two close to some jalapenos
and they got hot.
and had flaming hot banana peppers. They were hotter than jalapenos.
Cross pollinators. Cross.
And we found out real quick, the people you sell banana peppers to don't want them hot. They'll bring them back to bus at you.
B-Bird said that he saw a video of a wild hog climbing a 6-foot fence. Still can't believe it.
I can believe it. I've seen tame hogs do that. I've seen tame hogs jump over a cow panel, bunny hop over it.
Happy Quack said that we called the hot the next day the Chai Hang's Revenge. Laura said I can eat hot, but not hot. Stupid.
Yeah, Stephen Hawk. Ain't no Stephen Hawk. Stephen Hawk just show somebody out there if you all. Oh, I can eat this. I heard that.
Warner said that his favorite Indian dish is chicken tikka masala. It's not usually very hot. It has layers of yummy flavor.
Layers.
Layers.
Layers. I might have some of that. I'd rather have some of the layers of yummy flavor. I'd rather have some black pepper in there once in a while.
I did put spice up there.
Well, maybe even some salt. Some salt would be good. Okay.
I put salt in it, but you got salt enough. Alright, Happy Quack says that she's happy to help anyone who needs help with ducks, geese, peacocks, etc.
We need a rowing duck.
And a male, I think.
According to what
Get
she
her
told
done
me the
says
other
she
day,
has some beautiful ducks, Happy Quack.
according to what she told me the other day, it might be a boy.
Really? They're supposed to have a green head if it's a boy.
Well, she said there'd be incandescence too. If the head turn green later, she does. She's got a line right across the neck. Above it's incandescent, below it ain't.
Crap.
Ask her to elaborate. There other people in here might need to know it too.
Yeah, I got a brown duck with a brown head.
But it's incandescent. It's shiny.
It's shiny.
It reflects light.
And I wanted her to be a girl because I've been calling her a girl ever since we got her.
It might be hey, what's wrong with you?
B-Bird asked if Happy Quack had a YouTube channel. And Kiki so kindly put me on it.
Kiki school, ain't it?
Yes.
Preacher black pepper is like a corn. It's like a seed. It's not like a pepper.
No.
Not really.
Thanks, it's a chicken.
We might, well, I think I might have heard a quack.
I've never heard of quack. I heard a good.
She ain't old enough to tell you yet.
Yeah,
I reckon.
I've never heard of quack quack. Yeah. It's a boy.
Could be. I'm sitting here racking my brain. Honestly, I can't tell you.
No, I was out there today messing with them.
And I don't know. I want to say I've heard it quack, but I could be wrong.
I haven't.
That's like guineas. Like telling guineas apart by the sound. Good
Good
night, Joey.
Joy.
It's hard to tell guineas by the sound too. Yeah. Hold it upside down. There you go. We can do that. She's friendly. Me?
I hold her.
Yeah,
and
thanks, Kiki.
I hold her and stroke her head, and she like just puts her out.
What we got to do?
First, she look back in my hand.
We knew what you meant, Granny. We knew what you meant.
Usually hold it upside down by her feet.
No, I knew what you meant.
Okay.
I really did. I've been around, buddy. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Happy Black Pumpkins.
We got Buff Orphans. That 4 colors of peacocks. I bet peacocks only come in 4 colors.
I don't know.
We got one. Is it Rowan or Rowan? Rowan. We got one Rowan duck. Because somebody gave Trevor some Rowan duck eggs to put in the incubator and only one hatched. And she's, I want a duck, I want a duck, I want a duck, I want some duck, I want a duck, I want a duck.
Well, my duck cakes is a
I
chicken
want a
duck.
duck, I want a duck. We have a duck. I want a duck. So I get her a duck. And she's like, why would we get a duck for? What do we need a duck?
Okay, it's one thing to ask for something, years go by and you don't get it, and by the time you get it, you're like, oh, okay. But
Check that out, because I was good. Wow, kaleidoscope, that's pretty impressive. I ain't gonna lie to you.
what?
Get her done. I'm not sure why we haven't. We have. I personally have a steadfast rule against
How's she having that so
livestock. What happened back you?
I just noticed that this is how you put it in there. I don't know if that's
Oh, we'll have 150 toys all over. Would it be a good time to point out that we do not eat them?
Started out with 6 this spring. And ended up with 20.
6 herds of different. We ain't gonna be far behind the Happy Plant. We keep on. Oh no, got 4 more today.
What?
Well, 2 more pigs.
Oh.
We had to get pigs the same size as our new board to keep him company. True story. I didn't want to be
Might get
home.
the toys.
Good standing. Had to have some female companionship.
Have a quick. How was your water thing going?
Hey, Jeremy. Well, get her done. We do too, but I don't know. I mean, if we raise ducks, it'd be just a sale. And every time we raise something just to sell, something we didn't eat ourselves, it's never worked out quite right. You know, like the pigs. If something, we got to have pigs for us anyway. Cows, we got to have beef for us anyway. Chickens, we got to have chickens and eggs and stuff for us anyway. Every time.
Oh, did you tell her the heifer is definitely pregnant?
What?
Did you tell them that our heifer's pregnant?
Yeah, our heifer's definitely pregnant. Well, I used to eat duck eggs when I was young. They mix them with chicken eggs, you never know there. You know, took care of everything. I don't know if Grandma ever cooked duck eggs by herself. She did put just duck eggs in cakes.
I always
I do
heard that
remember that.
they're really rich and that they do good if they
I'm about right. I escaped. I could never dream of living nowhere but here. I don't want to live a mile down the road. People get weird if they do what you do. You always do it. You just play that thing.
Yes, it is. You know, you're as thorough as I am.
I ain't teach you in the post.
That's what it's expected. Beaver said they had ducks, but they were too messy for them, especially water.
Yeah, that was kind of why I never got.
Happy Quiet said that duck eggs are the secret to bake fluffy breads and cakes and pastries.
Well, I can see why worldwide ducks are so popular for me. Because see how fast they grow.
Yeah, we have a beauty out there that's the same age as our duck. They were hatched out the same day, same time.
Ours breed chicken to me, you know.
Yeah, large breed chicken, and our duck is like 3 times her size.
Rabbits and ducks definitely grow the fastest. Except maybe a pig.
Warren said that plastic junkie, I'm in Seattle, Washington, and very ready to leave. I'm probably moving to the south, haven't decided.
I asked him, I hate to even ask him, how bad are things in Seattle now?
Yeah.
He ain't got an answer that if you don't want.
Kaleidoscope said that the sound's muffled at times. That's not good.
Because I'm walking to and from.
Could be. Once he gets set down, let me know how the sound is.
What is this?
Let's see. Okay. Happy Clack said, B-Bird, are you scared of duck poop? That's what makes your garden grow. I'm telling you, duck pond slime is miracle grow.
It probably is, but it depends on whether or not you got to watch out. But
Hurry up with the cookies.
Happy Quack, I love you to death. I can't be as pro duck as you are.
B-Bird said, if I'm not mistaken, aren't ducks eggs a little harder to digest than chicken eggs?
I have no idea. I never went in.
Stephanie said we had a few ducks for a couple months, but raccoons got. When I was growing up, we lived on a creek, and we had ducks. We started off with one duck I got for Easter, and ended up being, I don't know, 20, 30 ducks until something started getting them. Like,
I didn't want duck turn into 20 or 30 ducks.
because Mama kept buying ducks after that. Anyway, my dad decided he was going to find out what was going on, so he got a chair or something, propped the edge of the yard, watching the ducks at the wherever they roosted at. And he said that raccoons were coming and getting them. 1 or 2 a night, every night. They were coming to steal our ducks and eat them. I never realized raccoons ate ducks.
Snapper turtles will get them too. That's right. I'll say that.
Okay. One, I'll always live in the country in the big state.
What?
Very clean in the big state.
About the same way here, Costco.
Chicken eggs, but you eat duck eggs all day.
He said not as bad as it was. Still some families in it. I'm sorry you had to deal with that one. Yes. Preacher, ducks ain't nothing but dark meat.
Even if skinny duck has more meat than fat chicken.
That's probably true. Like all that. But I'm telling you, the 2 things that grow the fastest. And I guess back in the old days, no refrigeration, so any animal needed to be like a 1 meal thing. I can see why rabbits and ducks are the
Well, she,
primary
until I
homes
know
these are.
better, when I pick her up, I hold her and her all the bottom button off. So I want to be a sheep.
It's the same woman that fusses about my damn pillows all the time.
Now those pillows will stab you in the middle of the night. The precious pillow and don't stab you so close. They will. I swear they got pointy things sticking out of them. Like Wolverine claws sticking out of them.
No, I never heard of it, Bridget.
What is it?
Kudzu jelly.
Hurt
We got kudzu. I tell you what, kudzu. If you ever get a chance to buy your farm that's covered in kudzu, do it. Because cows and goats love it. Kaleidoscope. To this day, I hate guineas because of that very reason. When I was growing up, there was one big cedar tree in the yard right beside my bedroom window. And that's where them mangy guineas roosted at. And all night, they fussed.
Only when something is spooked.
Mm-mm. They ain't got to be spooked. Well, they're scared of everything. I don't know what they're doing, but all night. All night. Preacher cows love it. That's what it was brought over here for.
I like Monkey. He had a lot of personality. A lot of personality. And he hated the vehicle of any kind. He'd run around, he'd peck them, he'd run around some more, peck them some more.
You know, you're probably right, Kaleidoscope, but I've never really noticed when it comes out. That sounds right. We don't ever have any big pig on a feeder trip. That's what you're asking. We don't we don't have anything on a feeder other than a feeder pig you topping out or top on. We don't. You know, I have a quack. I ain't had any geese since I was young. My grandmama didn't get geese. Weeder geese. They run them down the tobacco road and pull the grass up. But mm-hmm. That was the only thing they were for, that and feather pillows.
The guy thinks that we clean up with, just any old weed.
I think it worked in the tobacco because they won't eat tobacco. I think if you tried it on anything else, it probably eat it too. Big Bird, I'll be honest with you. We ain't never had no luck with no kind of protection. Gordon said he used to hatch out their stuff under a chicken, a gray hen.
Well, I've got a blue Wyandotte that is the sittingest chicken I've ever seen in my life. And eel, oh my God, she gives you looks that will kill every time you go in there.
Not me.
Apparently you've been in there lately.
No, Jeremy, our big sows, bread don't get to 6 or 8 pounds a day. That's their bread. When they're open, they don't get the 5. And that's enough. I mean, that's plenty. I bet they wouldn't go. You know, Granny, I got that same problem. I'm getting right hard to see the floor. Let's listen to that. But we ain't never had no luck with protection animals. We ain't never had no luck with alpacas and goats or donkeys and cows or the only thing that's ever worked, preacher, we got all the work we can do. All the work we do and then some. But keep it up because I believe it's helping. We have, especially with the farm, the pig business has been going excellent. I mean, we've been getting outrageous, just wonderful price for our pigs. We've been selling. I've been selling all my pigs, all my pigs, all my neighbors' pigs. We've just been doing really good in the hog department. You know, we did really good with chickens. We sold a bunch of chickens this year. Honestly, we move all ours ourselves. Steffi, that's about north. We sold a boy 100 bitties. He tried to tell me they all were hens. He didn't get a single rooster. And that may be true. But, well, get her done. If you look at some of our videos, the way we do it, you don't have to have much on it.
Does it have anything to do with the sex of the pig, like it does with the turtle? Well, he put it off.
I don't think that's how it works. But, hold some drink right quick. But, get her done, you run 2 feeder pigs in a 16 by 16 square as long as it's well drained. They can't be anywhere just heavy black land's gonna hold water and just be a nasty glommy mud hole. But if you got somewhere on it that the water can be turned out of and run off, 16 by 16 is plenty big enough for 2. You can almost run 2. You can run 2 in an 8 by 16 until they get about 100 pounds. After 100 pounds, it's a good time. I didn't know what it was. Gonna be, I suppose. That was one of the reasons we do all these hog videos to show people in practice and practicality how you can run. We've got a fairly good sized fair to finish operation on what, less than an acre, 2/3 of an acre at the most, you know. And we're running several sows, 2 boars. I can't be quite seeing 2 lines of pigs, you know. And it's directly behind our house, and it don't stink. It requires 5 acres in an R1 zone. Well, we got the 5 acres covered. They say you got to have the pigs on the whole 5 acres. Our county requires so many feet or so many yards, a good rifle shot between the pigs and somebody's house you don't own. That doesn't have to be, it can be somebody else's property, but it can't be a house. But if you get the pigs there before they build the house, you can stay. Well, I see what you say, God, you might not have enough. That's the way ours is here, Jerry. Is you got to be an agriculture area, and you got to be distance to the residents. What were you grading going? I missed something. I didn't realize that was a thing. Kaleidoscope, you had to have enough acres. But I guess that if you got enough acres, you put pigs in the middle of it, be away from everybody. Because if you look at it like that here, you well, half the quack, that's what we're going by. Well, that's the way it is here, preacher. Everywhere here is just, I mean, once you get outside the city limits, you're agriculture. All right, tell me about the khaki covered roads. What are you doing, man? Sorry about that, y'all. I had to go find my wife. She had scrawny. But apparently the guy that Trevor got the Rowan duck eggs from has got some Rowan ducks that are solid tan. And Trevor's talking about how pretty they were. So tell me what the deal is with that. Are they a mutation or? Jeremy, we got a kiddie pool. I don't know if that's the right way to do it or not. That's what we got. And, well, like Darlene just said, she really don't even get in it much anymore. Well, Darlene's in the hallway with her knee hurts. I'm going to be honest with y'all about something. It hurts me to sit down for a long time. That's why you see me get up. My hip goes to hurting these hard chairs, and now she's having about the same trouble. Her knee hurts, and it kind of bothers me. Plus, I'm not a sit still kind of person. I can't stand on a lot of sitting. Well, Stephanie, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's possible to make it profitable, but it's not easy. And that's why I don't tell people in videos that they can make money on pigs. It can be done, but it's too dependent on your area, your market, how many people want pigs. You know, we did it a long time and never made a dime. And then we've done it and made a little money. And I've done it, made a living. But it's too complicated. You know, you may do everything I did, it not work in your area. I mean, it's hard, but it's a possibility, but everything's got to be just right. And you can't have many snags. I mean, the biggest hog producer around here just went out of business.
See? You can see that. See that. All right. That is what she looks like. See that?
She looks like a hen Rowan duck.
See, kind of there. That's what she looks like. Except her head's a little bit rough. That is a boy.
That's a mature boy.
That's a mature boy.
I think we got an immature boy.
But she's got all these.
But Happy Quack, you tell me if I'm wrong. You told me if her head had that kind of incandescent, shiny look to it. That her head up there had that incandescent, shiny look to it. She was probably a boy just hadn't matured enough to have his name head. Is that right? Is this got a dead break in it? I mean,
Well, tomorrow I'm going to lay her on her back and see if she quacks.
Well, it's just a matter, a big matter. But now, don't let me try to tell you nothing about
Now
ducks.
she does have a dark streak down in the
No,
back. of
let me
her
tell you
head.
what I know about ducks. My grandmama had geese. Yeah, we had some ducks.
No.
And every day at 5 o'clock I fed because my grandmama told me to. And that's about all I know about it. And if you put the feathers off of them and make feather pillows without killing them, you just grab them up and snatch the feathers off of them. Because I've seen that happen too.
Well, she could be a boy because here's some young males. Can y'all see that? And they got that black streak down their head. She's getting a black streak down her head. Man, I wanted to be a girl.
Why?
I don't know. I just always, from the time I got her, said it was a girl. Called her her.
Don't get that pulled up the calm, but
I called it a girl. I do not know why.
it's got an identity crisis.
The identity crisis because I thought it was a girl.
Got a gender confused duck.
Well, we've got a gender confused country. We don't know much difference. All right, Jeremy said that there seems to be a big difference between those raising show hogs and those raising feeder hogs. Get lucky on show hogs and hit big money. Feeder hogs seem like volume. Is that right thinking?
Well, really, Jeremy, this might be good. God, he's pretty hot.
I told you. See? If for him to say it's hot, it's hot.
I'm gonna tell y'all, which ain't no secret. I'm gonna tell y'all what worked for us. What worked for us was selling some full-blooded breeding stock, selling some boars and some gilts for a good price, and then selling whatever didn't make the cut for a breeding hog or meat pigs at a little bit worse price, but still better than a normal feeder pig. That's what got us started. Once that started happening, and we were kind of actually making a little bit of a profit, then we found out that numbers are your next biggest thing. So as long as we got a litter of pigs to sell every month, we can keep everything fed. And I hate to say make money, but we can add on to hog pens, keep everything fixed. It's still kind of hit and miss, but we seem to be doing pretty good right now. Well, like here, Stephanie, produce, pigs are better for us than produce. It's all market. You know, it's all market. It's all, like you might make really good money selling eggs. Here, we can't give eggs. Happy Quack makes good money selling pet pigs. We can't give a pet pig. We can do all right selling cocks. Where you're at, you might can't give a hen of Georgia cabbage collards. I mean, everything is a little bit different everywhere, and it's.
My duck got bumblefoot. It wasn't real bad. I mean, it was had some swollen up spots on her feet, and she wasn't walking. And Happy Quack told us to soak her in Epsom salt and give her some. Fish mops. And we gave her fish mops and soaked her in Epsom salt.
And praise Jesus, miracle healing.
And we did change her food. We didn't get the game bird food, but we gave her what we were giving the babies. What was it?
Chick
starter. And it had high protein in it. And it might not have been bumblefoot, but whatever we got, we did what Happy Quack said, and she's fine. See, Probably agree.
I don't want to do it.
It took both of us though to give him fiction. Had to hold her, and Chris pried her mouth open, poured it in her mouth. She ate it, but it was a job getting her to take it. Get her going, Granny said that it might not have been bubblegum, but it made the leg go crooked, more like a pigeon toe.
We'll get back to being lucky person. We don't have no expensive bubble for it. Never had a problem. Well, apparently chickens can get it too. I never had chicken. With some Epsom salt, and the antibiotics not hurt right out. But we called it for her too. Now she had a little old bitty soul.
I was on both of them. Then. And she wouldn't walk.
But I think it came from being in a wire for me. Where I really think it came from.
I would go and pick her up and put her in the pool. That also helped. Soaking in the pool all day. She wouldn't get out of the pool. She could, but she wouldn't. And I'd go out there and get her out of the pool and put her back in the hen house. And next day we did the same thing. Then she got when she could walk. Then she wanted to run. And that's just fun. So.
Soak it and the fish marks, I believe it all wrong.
Yeah. I sit and hold her over a little wash tub, and she'd sit there.
Pretend to swim.
Yeah.
But he, wherever she is, wherever she is. Them fries won't near as hot as you make it.
So, well, you even said they were higher than you
The
expected.
first mouthful of them I took was hot, and afterwards kind of eased up. Well, it was a hard cyst on the bottom of it.
About the same spot in both feet.
Oh, happy quack. Tell me what kind of duck house you need to build. We need to jump off here. We've had to quit staying on here so late. You know.
Well, here it's 20 after 11.
Yeah, most of the people watching this are what?
Is it all right?
Well,
Yeah.
it's good.
Good night, Kaleidoscope. Thank you for coming. Have a great weekend.
Well, I was waiting to see if Happy Quack said what kind of duck house we needed. Oh. Well, you're still Eastern Standard Time, right? West Virginia? I'm quite sure that line is at. Remember the duck thinks she's a chicken.
Wow.
She hasn't said what kind of
I guess a dog house probably work. They don't sleep on the ground. Down there sleeps on the ground outside of the chicken.
Jeremy said he got to see a $4,000 Duroc sow today.
Wow.
Happy Quack says if ducks hatch early, if the heat is high, they have a hard time when hatching.
Makes sense. We never hatched just one.
Well, how many eggs do you have?
I had one, but it's more than one. 8 or 10, maybe at the most. My Happy Quack told me that part of the problem was trying to hatch a chicken is you didn't.
Well, Granny said that they use 3 thermometers, 99.5 when they hatch chickens.
What do you usually hatch chicken?
I don't know. He said he could buy a truck for that. To get food, he can buy a truck. Probably all of them use that.
All that I'm saying is I'm not going to be right there.
Stephanie said that how you get her done. Mighty grateful your governor offered to bring some of the out of your VA counties in for 2A freedom. Happy Quack said the heat was fine. Did you buy your ducks from a large hatchery? Sometimes large hatcheries have inbred too many generations, and the ducklings have issues after the second, third generation.
We've run into that with chickens. We've run into buying purebred chickens from the hatchery. And like Rhode Island Reds had feathers on the thing, the wrong combs and this like that. We run that a lot.
And she asked about humidity. It seems around 60, 70. And get her done. Granny said that she didn't know what Stephanie was talking about. Stephanie's about to elaborate. She said it was 4 times it was kind of no worries. Did you pull for 30 minutes a day and spritz the eggs? That's to do it, Mom duck getting up and going into the water and sitting back down in the nest wet.
I
Happy
didn't.
Quack knows the
Not the ones we had. No, we did not.
And she said yes, she sure did. I didn't think she did that.
I'll tell you everything I know about ducks.
We don't even know if it's a girl or boy. That's how I found out.
They're quack.
Well, ours might not.
And then my grandmama, who was the cookingest woman I've ever known in my life, couldn't fix one that was fit to eat. That's what I know about ducks.
Well, Christmas duck hunt. So, Jeremy said that reading happy quiet stuff makes him think he should get ducks.
Well, if you're gonna eat them, Jeremy, I'd go for it. If you ain't gonna eat them, I wouldn't mess with them. You know.
Granny said it could be red stuff going. Excuse me.
Well, we have trouble with that
'Cause I
with
get
chickens from
strange
the hatchery.
colored ducklings out of the bunch.
We have trouble with inbred chickens from the hatchery.
I had a blind chicken one time from the hatchery. I hand raised her. She was special. And spoiled rotten. That's spoiled too. She'd come running up to me and jump up and down till I picked her up. She continuously jumped up and down like she was on a pogo stick until I picked her up and turned her around.
That's because somehow being blind when I fixed it, she couldn't eat.
When you had to put the food where she could get to it because she
She'd
couldn't
miss
see. She'd tap right beside it. It would throw off her coordination. Instead of tapping the food, she'd tap beside it. So I had to hand raise her and hand feed her and the neighbor ran over. Because he got her used to getting on his golf cart. And she would get on the golf cart with him. And he didn't see her. Jeremy wants the duck taste better when you raise them or the wild duck.
I ain't never eaten anything. Well, I don't know if I've ever eaten tiny duck. I know wild duck is good.
Happy Quiet says, yeah, the big hatcheries have that problem too. And I bet if you bought straight run, you got 7 males out of 10 ducks too, right? Thank you, Jeremy. I actually got them at Tractor Supply. Ended up with 3 males and 3 females. Ethan said I spoil all the critters I bring home. I bring in the house. Yeah. I don't think she ever made the house. If I raised her in the laundry room. Sorry, room.
We've had in-house cows, in-house goats, in-house pigeons.
Thanks. Christopher, we have our pins lined up the hallways so that we can move them. Open one pin and shooting them down the hallway.
That's the only way to fly in a happy quiet. That's the only way to do it.
It makes it a whole lot easier because we were moving the pin to the new pin, which doesn't have a connector yet.
She was in heat too. That was fun.
Yeah, and she ran over me. She ran over him like 10 times because he was actually in the thing trying to get her out, and she no.
And then she was super big.
Yeah, and then she flew. She jumped. But she still flew across 4 feet.
Like a deer. Whee! Very impressive.
Happy Quiet says, we're 10 miles from the nearest house out here in sand dunes. So no rules yet on livestock because they probably thought no one would be crazy enough to do it out here.
They don't, I'm proud of them. They're really good.
Granny said that she just built her duck hut and ducks love it.
Well, I was thinking about doing like a doghouse. You know.
She said it almost took her 2 months to get it built, but she got it done.
Well, all they need is something not to rain all over, right?
Happy Quiet said also get it done. Don't use shavings with ducks or ducklings ever. Why?
All that do. Eat them or something.
I'm asking why. Why?
I don't know.
Grandma said, what do you use?
I do want to know. I'm very curious.
Well, listen. And even Warren wants to know, what do you use, Happy Quiet? Straw? Jesus Christ. He's officially blinded me.
That's all I had in it. Quit working at that.
Yeah, it was enough. Okay, now I got spots in my eyes. He used the spotlight, like from here to here, shining at my face. There's Gordon.
Gordon's back.
Gordon's still here. He said, I'm hitting the hay.
You Good night,
Take
Gordon.
care. It's 4:30 over here. Good night, Gordon. Yeah, Warren said that was awfully bright. Martin Brentwood scared. That's not the same flashlight he used on him. Khaki camels are famous because of the one YouTuber who made them famous.
The what?
I don't know what khaki camels are.
Is that the duck like I was asking about? The khaki room?
I don't know.
Me and Trevor were talking about how much we weighed today.
Get her done, Granny said she's never heard of Bermuda hay. Why do you keep weighing stuff?
So I was trying to figure out how much of my weight.
Solid,
Bermuda hay. That's all we got.
solid tan ducks are buff Orpingtons. I thought buff Orpingtons was chickens.
Yeah, we got buff Orpington chickens today. It's all I tell you.
She said that they're buff Orpington ducks.
Yeah, what?
Buff Orpingtons. Solid tan ducks are buff Orpingtons.
Well, they sure hatched out a rowing egg.
But she's not solid tan. She's got some.
No, Trevor said the boy that had the rowings had some hatch out that are solid khaki. Well,
Khakis do lay 300 per year, but so do farmer ducks and rowan ducks and Swedish. It keeps moving, and they're all premier and meatier than khaki camels.
we got one duck.
Good night, Beaver Creek.
We don't know nothing about duck.
Yeah, we got one duck.
We need a beginner's course, Happy Quiet. You're trying to throw us in, advanced
Happy Quiet
classes.
says they have buff Orpington ducks there.
We're getting the advanced class, and we need the kindergarten version.
Yep.
We got one duck.
And she still didn't tell us why not use the shavings. They just sell hay and straw, no names. So they don't name their straw where she's at.
Well, straw is probably going to be wheat straw, rock straw, or pine straw. That's not the only reason the straw. Where's she at? I'm about to go kind of hay you got.
Craig, you said you're West Virginia, right? In the same time zone we are.
They probably got orchard grass and Timothy.
Well, Timothy hay here is expensive
Yeah, that's what
because rabbits eat them. Rabbits will only eat Timothy hay.
4 hours out.
Well, they keep saying Timothy, get rabbits Timothy hay.
Well, we didn't like our rabbits get them down alfalfa.
Yeah. Okay. Granny said that Happy Quiet Farm needs to set up class videos. Okay. Jeremy said, do you use ducks for mostly eggs or meat or both? Happy Quiet. Yes.
Well, I can see
She is in West Virginia.
I can see the meat potential of rabbits and ducks. Rabbits and ducks do outgrow everything else on the place. You can.
Our duck has way outgrown the other ones.
Well, I've always known that. I've always known the rabbits and ducks. You see, I like rabbit, but I don't like duck.
Happy Quiet says, Stephanie, it's a ton of work to make any money with pigs. I did it, but I got lucky and broke into the mini pigs before I got into meat pigs. Mini pigs built our farm along with our duck cells, but in California. Happy Quiet says, male.
Male.
Yeah,
Male what?
I keep calling it girl.
That's a good point, Happy Quiet. See, full-blooded Duroc breeding stock started us
And hopefully we'll get back to it.
when we started selling the full-blooded breeding stock, started getting a really good price for pigs, and started having enough money to make things happen and build people. We were talking about that today. Big Mike was up here. We're plotting his hog farm still, trying to get it straightened out. And that's the truth. When we started selling the rest of the stock and could get a good price for it, and had some available cash to improve things, that's when we really started going good with the pigs. If it hadn't been for that, we'd still be stuck over here selling feeder pigs for $35 and going in the hole on every litter. You know,
Happy Black sent a picture of the duck.
I think it's a bull too, but I ain't gonna bet nothing on it because I ain't gonna bet that. Pigs, I tell on a pig. I tell on a pig from 35 feet away. Not on a duck. I've had chickens my whole life, and I still have trouble with chickens, you know, especially when they're big, kind of big chicken and all that. Why don't you send a picture of our duck?
Because I don't have it right now, and I have to wait till tomorrow to get it.
Am I gonna go get the duck?
Here's my phone.
Yeah, Stephanie. You know, you have to worry about running off on somebody else's property too. A lot to think about, you know. See, in North Carolina here, we got all kinds of pig regulations. There's all kinds of stuff you got to worry about. We get inspected once or twice a year, depending on how many times we got to do it. Well, I don't really see the ring on their neck, Happy Quack, but I see where the brown changes. It's like a shiny brown, and it stops in a dead straight line, and then it changes to the matte brown. If that makes any sense. But it's 11:30. We got to get off here, buddy. We won't let everybody wants to kind of finish up the conversations and everything, and we want to get off here. I tell you the truth, what's going on. We got to get up like super stupid early in the morning and daylight and get everything we get done before it gets hot. You know, we don't get in the house till 8:30, and my clothes ain't dry from the day yet. We're up here sweating through everything.
You see, their black stripe on the back of their head is turning green now. Hers is his.
Ours ain't got no black stripe.
Yeah, he does. Now there's a black stripe going down the back of his head, and I guess it's going to end up turning green. See,
Right above having a few ducks. I think it might be a marketable thing. You know, it's like those. We got a good price for those. What were we looking at, chickens?
We've got silver lace orphan.
Where'd Jeremy go? Good night. Oh, good night, Jeremy.
Silver lace orphan we're getting. No. My Brahmas, American Brahma. They did pretty good.
You know, that's something I try to tell people all the time. If you're going to homestead, you got to have some income off of it. You know, you got to have it. All needs to be self-sufficient to an extent. You know, it's all awfully complicated. And it's hard to tell everybody everything they need to know in a 5-minute YouTube video. You know, what we're trying to do is this. Anyway, we're going to sign off here in just a minute. I appreciate y'all watching more than you'll ever know. You enjoy it. But let y'all say goodnight to everybody and finish talking. We're going to go.
Bye, y'all.
That's about
The one of it.
in case somebody else. Oh, good night. Happy Black says diversify the farm. When the pigs pay the bills, the ducks.
What me and Mike were talking about that
When
today.
the ducks rest, the garden can pay the bills. When the garden is resting, you can sell the peacocks or quail.
That's right. She's right. That's right. Diversification. Diversification is key. That is very true. We
What were
already
you
got
and
to
Mike talking about getting into?
Well, I was trying to tell my honey, made a little bit selling chickens. We done this. Made a little money selling produce.
I'm sorry, Granny. The washer's acting up. And Stephanie says it's too late on Fridays.
Well, we just got to get Saturdays and bad. Fridays and Saturdays are bad around here. Fridays are bad because everybody wants stuff done with the shop for the weekend. And then Saturdays are bad because I work a public job long enough that I think that you're supposed to do everything on the farm on Saturday.
Kiki said I'll be happy with a hobby farm. Spent my life making the money. Now it's time to rest and have fun.
Well, you can hobby farm longer if that hobby is making a little bit of profit.
Granny said it's normal. I always got something to fix. Always got to fix something. Chick starter is terrible for ducks. Chicken feed is terrible for ducks.
We're paying ours off. Same for her feeding chicken.
She said, I'm glad I can help you guys. Happy Quack, I hear you. We want to diversify. Just keep shining wheels or banging our heels on heads in the wall. On the ground. I'm getting tired. Good night, guys. And thank you for hanging out with us. We always enjoy it. Happy Quack said that me and you are their weekly TV time, her and her hubby.
We just can't do like we used to. Stay very close. Especially people come to feed their pigs and they sit early. I don't know whose idea early is. Well, I know what Big Mike's idea early is. He'll be about 2 o'clock.
Peter Brown said, Happy Quack's amazing.
Yeah, they are. They really are. They know a whole lot about these birds.
Okay. Okay.
Come on, baby. Get you good. Come on. Come on.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
Oh, I thought you already signed off. Good night, everybody.
I was working on it, and then a couple more popped up.